Whether you have some sort of holiday party, you're going out with the girls to a holiday themed bar, your office Christmas party, Christmas Day, this is the perfect, fun, festive holiday makeup look to do. Hello my loves, my name is Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today's look is a really fun and festive holiday look. As you can see, this has all the glitz, the glam, the shimmer, the glitter that will just make you feel a little bit more festive. So if you would like to see how I created this makeup look, keep on watching. Let's begin with priming the skin. Guys, ever since it's gotten colder out, my skin has low-key been getting drier, which I'm always taken aback by because I'm so used to having oily skin. But now we need to rehydrate so that our makeup lays well. I'm starting with my DANESSA MYRICKS Glow Serum. This is in Fresh Pressed and I'm just using this basically on my cheeks and the lower half of my face. My T-zone is always oily, so the skincare that I already applied there will be hydrating enough for it. This just makes my skin feel like it just took a drink of water. Also, please excuse my breakouts. I am breaking out a little bit right now. I haven't been taking the best care of myself in terms of nutrition and drinking enough water, but I'm trying to get back on track with that so that my skin doesn't freak out more than it needs to. Next, I'm going to go in with the DANESSA MYRICKS Water Powder Serum. This is going to make sure all of our oils are controlled. So I'm adding this mostly into my T-zone because this is where I get the most oily. And I'm also going to add it kind of to the top parts of my cheeks here, because I also get really shiny over here. My lips are also feeling a tad bit dry. I'm going in with my Glow Recipe Glass Balm. This is in Watermelon Bingsu. Ooh, that looks a tad pink. I have a drawer full of lip balms. Yeah, it is a little pink, but that's okay. But yeah, I have a drawer full of lip balms, so I just pick any random one out. To color correct my skin, I'm using my E.L.F. Camo color corrector in orange. And honestly, these days, I've mostly been color correcting around my mouth. Whether or not I do it under my eyes is really up to my mood. Today I'm not in the mood to do around my mouth. And I'm just blending it out with a Sephora concealer brush. I believe this is the 71 brush, but the name literally rubbed off of it, but it's just their angled concealer brush. I've just concealed around my brows using my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I'm also going to use this concealer over my blemishes. And honestly, I usually just leave the concealer like this and kind of blend it in a little bit with my finger. I don't like to blend it out too much because I still want the concealer to have most of its coverage. For foundation, I'm going in with the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is the reformulated version. Reformulations are typically so hit or miss for me, but honestly, I love this one even more than the original version, if that's even possible. By the time you're seeing this video, you might have already seen my post about it. I'm really blessed to have actually gotten the opportunity to work with Armani Beauty on a partnership for this new foundation reformulation, and that was so special to me because if you watch my videos, you know how much I love this foundation. This one and the Maybelline Lumi Matte are probably my favorite foundations ever. So the fact that it got reformulated and I love it even more is crazy. If that's not on my shorts, it'll definitely be on my short form platforms, TikTok, Instagram. So make sure you check it out. Show your girl some love. Now for contour bronzer, I'm actually going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. They actually expanded their shade range a little while ago and I've never tried it. As you can see, this is brand new. If you watch Uche Notori, which I'm sure you do if you love makeup, she always uses this. And I actually realized that I literally have it. So I was like, why not try it? This is in the shade Deep. Ooh, and it's really deep. Like that's actually a really good shade for me. I think they have a shade even lighter than this. I'd be curious if that one would work for me too. But let's see how this blends in. So I just did a few dots around my face. I didn't want to apply too much if it's really pigmented. Now let's blend it in. Okay, so I can definitely tell it has like buildable pigment. I'm not mad at that at all. It didn't like disappear, but I don't have to be as shy. I thought this shade might be too dark on me, but honestly, I kind of like it. And this is definitely a contour shade. It is definitely cool toned. But honestly, I'm so used to brands saying that they are selling a contour and it being warm on my skin tone. So I'm actually pretty pleasantly surprised that this one is an actual contour on my skin. We'll definitely add some warmth back with some powder bronzer later on. But honestly, Charlotte Tilbury, I kind of like how this looks. For my blush today, I'm actually going to be mixing 2 shades. I'm going to start with Date Cake by RHODE, which is this really beautiful berry shade. And I'm going to mix it with HAUS Labs Blush Balm. This is in the shade Glassy Watermelon. I think this color combo is very beautiful and festive and would definitely suit dark skin tones very nicely. That is pretty. Red and berry are always shades that suit dark skin really nicely, so why not mix them together? For concealer today, I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty concealers. I'm going to start with the shade Salted Caramel, applying to my inner corners, of course avoiding the innermost corner, highlighting above my lip, my chin, and forehead. And then I'm using the shade Caramel Corn to highlight my innermost corner and the bridge of my nose. Before blending my concealer in, I'm actually going to apply my DANESSA MYRICKS setting spray. This is such a good setting spray. And I'm gonna let this dry down with my fan before blending in the concealer. I'm gonna start by blending in all of the areas of my face before my under eye to ensure we get the most coverage possible, of course. And then I like to use my finger to blend in my nose. Just using light tapping motions. You have to be a little bit patient when blending out your nose because we don't want to spread the concealer out too far. And then for me, I am totally okay if it's not perfectly blended in. I like to just take my foundation brush and blend along the sides so that it doesn't look too harsh. Then we'll go in and blend the under eye, starting with the darker shade first, blending it towards the blush, and as you can see, it's blending into the blush very seamlessly without creating any harsh lines. And then we'll go in with the second concealer brush and blend in the lighter shade. Guys, I need to wash my brushes so badly. Like, honestly, it's far past getting bad. I was gonna say it's getting bad, but it's past that. It has been entirely too long since I've washed them and they need a wash bad. So please be better than me and wash your brushes on a consistent basis, whatever that is for you. To set my under eyes, I've recently been dipping into my Charlotte Tilbury powder again. I've actually been using the powder in this beautiful little palette. I don't know if they sell this anymore, but this powder is pretty much the same as their usual formula. So I'm just taking a powder puff and dipping into the powder. It's like this peachy pink shade. And then looking up into my handheld mirror, I'm going to blend out any creases that might have formed. And then without looking down, I'm going to take my powder puff and set my under eye into place. This powder is so smoothing and brightening. I'm obsessed. To set the rest of my face into place, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix powder. I'm in the shade NW47. This powder will always be goated. Even the reformulation, yes. And I always have to go over my brows. I hate shiny eyebrows. Next, we're gonna go in with our loose powder. This is the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur. Guys, recently I have not been baking. I've actually just been taking my powder brush and dipping into the powder and just pressing it into the skin. Guys, like I said, my skin has been getting drier because of how cold it's been, and I have noticed that when I do my makeup, it has been cracking and creasing around my under eye area and just looking dry when I have oily skin. So I really just knew that it was because I have been more dry lately. So yes, I've still been doing my pressed and loose powder method, but I'm not using as much product and I'm not really baking as much. I've just been pressing the powder into my skin, focusing on my under eye area. I'm also going to use this on my forehead as well because my forehead gets so shiny, and on my nose. To bronze up the skin, I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible bronzer in the shade 550. I am obsessed with this bronzer. It just adds the perfect warmth to the skin, and I just love this tone of bronzer on me. And I'm never shy with bronzer. I don't care if it's winter or summer. I love bronzer, so I'm gonna go in heavy with it. For blush, I'm gonna start with this Kosas Blush is Life blush in the shade Chills. It is this stunning berry shade, and I'm gonna apply this to the higher points of my cheeks. And then next, I'm gonna go in with the Tower 28 and Poppy collab. So Tower 28 collaborated with the drink brand Poppy, and they made a blush and a lip gloss as a gift set. And the blush is just so beautiful. It is this nice red shade. I'm gonna go in with this and apply kind of on top of the berry shade, but not completely. And I'm also going to sweep this towards my under eye as well. I still want the berry shade to show. I kind of want it to have like a transition effect. This is a very bold blush look, but trust me, okay? Just trust the process. I know it looks like a lot because it's meant to, but it's okay. It'll all blend together. It's okay. I'm going to go back into my Charlotte Tilbury palette, and I'm going to take the pressed powder that we used to set our under eye and use it to brighten my under eye and blend the blush into my under eye some more as well. And again, don't worry, this will all blend together. Once we apply our setting spray again as well, it will kind of bring all the powders together and also just tone down the pigment a little bit. I always find that's the case when I apply my setting spray. So if yours is looking bolder than you might want it to, don't worry. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe Prep and Set Mist, and I'm going to set my face. And again, just let this dry. For my eyes, I went ahead and primed with a little bit of concealer and pressed powder. For my eyeshadow palette, I'm going in with the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Essential Artistry Edit palette. This is the deep version. I have been reaching for this palette so much lately. I'm going to go into this dark brown shade above the black, and I'm just going to apply to my outer corner and my crease with a fluffy brush. You could also do this with your bronzer if you like, because I feel like this shade kind of gives bronzer a little bit. I'm making sure to apply more pressure with my brush on my actual crease and then use lighter pressure to blend it out along the edges. And I also use more pressure on my outer corner. Now I'm going to add a little bit more depth with this dark brown shade next to the black shade. I'm applying right over my outer corner, and again, mostly to the actual crease of the eye. This is not a shade that I want to blow out too much. It's just to add a little bit more depth. And then I'm using my previous brush to just make sure everything is blended in nicely. When you want to use a lighter hand, make sure you hold the brush closer to the tail end, and then when you want to use more pressure, you can hold closer to the bristles. I think this is something people really underestimate when doing eyeshadow, because using too much pressure is what gives your eyes that really intense, not blended out look. So if you feel like your eyeshadow tends to come out unblended and have harsh lines, know when to apply more pressure and hold closer to the bristles, and when to use lighter pressure and hold closer to the end. Now I'm going to use my DANESSA MYRICKS Color Fix sticks, which I'm really excited about. This is Duo 3, and I'm going to use the metallic end. It's this really pretty bronzy champagne shade, and we are just going to swipe onto the lid. These sticks have the most beautiful pigment to them. I'm trying not to apply too far above my crease line so that it can remain controlled. They can be kind of hard to get in that inner corner of the eye. I'm gonna attempt to just use a brush to get in that inner corner. And then next I'm going to go in with the foil side, and I'm going to kind of tap over the metallic. This is going to make it sparkle even more. Like, the sparkle is insane. Insane. I am in awe. Like, DANESSA MYRICKS, you will always be famous. Look at my eyes. Like, next I'm gonna go in with some black liquid eyeliner. This one is from EXO Cosmetics. I started with a thin line on my lash line, and I just did a really tiny wing. Hopefully it turns out the same on the other side. Okay, success. I love that for me. Next I'm gonna go in with some mascara. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize mascara. Oh, I might not be going in with that one. I think the stopper is stuck. Let's see if I can fix this. There we go. Lashes are on. These are Lily lashes in the style Rome, and I love how they bring the eye look together. You can still see the shimmer. You get a little peek of the wing. They're just perfect. Now I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter. This is my Milani Stellar Lights highlighter. I'm literally only just going to highlight my nose. I'm not particularly feeling a cheek highlight today, so that is all we're going to do. I'm also going to go back into my Patrick Ta palette and take the lightest beige shade and highlight my innermost corner. I just love a matte highlight. It just eats so bad. And you can layer on as much eyeshadow as you like to make it as bright as you want it to be. I also like to kind of bring it down towards my under eye. For this lip combo, I'm just going to freestyle and see what I come up with, honestly. I'm going to start with the Makeup by Mario lip liner in the shade Dark Chocolate. This is a really nice warm brown shade. And then I'm going to go in with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Root For Me and line kind of over that. It has this really beautiful kind of berry undertone to it. Next I'm going to go in with my favorite MAC lipstick. This is the shade Whirl, and I'm going to apply to the center. This is just the perfect brown pink shade. I'm going to go on the border of my lips with the MAC Lip Gloss Air. This is in the shade Quality. And then in the center I'm going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Madeline. I would say this is a tad bit lighter than the MAC lipstick shade, and it just blends in really nicely. That is so pretty. So that our makeup lasts all day, all night, I'm going to seal everything in with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. And here is the completed makeup look. I love how this came out. This is perfect for the holiday season and perfect for my girls who love some shimmer and glitter. I feel like the eyes really made this look, and also combining the red and berry tone blush. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to give this video a like and leave a comment down below. Make sure you also subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss another video from me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.